Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Elenna. I'm going to guide you through a yin style yoga practice today. Today's class, there's nothing specific we're targeting. We're just going to open into the entire body and hopefully get you a little bit more relaxed, settled, grounded, and able to deal with all of the madness going on in the world currently. What I'd like to make sure that you have for today are some props. So I've got blocks and I've got a couple of rolled up towels. There's only 2 postures that you might need them for. Always just cushions, blankets, whatever you've got that's close. That's just gonna help make sure that you're comfortable in your postures for today. Gonna be the most important thing. Always honoring your body, making sure that you're able to breathe with ease and being comfortable. So we're going to close down the eyes to begin with. I just want you to settle into your body. So finding whatever is comfortable for you. Settling into your body, settling into your breath. And taking some time right now, if you'd like, to set an intention for your practice. Maybe choosing a word, a mantra, something to help keep you grounded in your practice for today. I'm going to share mine for today, and that is peace. I'm going to move and start in butterfly. Soles of the feet are together. You're going to open up the knees, adjusting the seat if you need, already grabbing for the props if you need them. If it's really intense, into the hips, into the knees, propping up the thighs, propping up the knees, doing what you need to do to feel comfortable. As an option, if you're really tight, you can use a block or a cushion and sit yourself up a little bit higher. For some of you, you might find that if you're really tight in the hips or the knees, just being a little bit elevated is gonna let the legs open a little bit more. But again, just doing what feels right to you. Settling in, adjusting as you need to. Hands can be outside, hands can be inside the legs. And what we're gonna do is just start to slowly melt forward. I'd like you to close your eyes and just look for your first edge. So you're going to look for the first place where you feel some sensation, but not pushing past that, honoring your body, honoring your first edge, and just melting into that space. Again, connecting to your breath. Feel it as it moves with ease in and out through the nose. And just starting to progressively scan your body. Notice where you're holding on to tension that is not serving you. Check in with the muscles in the head, in the face. See if you can allow them to soften. Let the tongue come down from the roof of your mouth. Relax your jaw. Relax the neck. Let the shoulders come down from your ears. Breathe relaxation into the arms and the elbows. Soften the forearms and wrists. Breathe into the hands and your fingertips, letting go. Nice deep breath into the chest. Let it be heavy. Let gravity be your friend here. Allow the spine to round. Let the abdomen be soft. Send the breath into the hips and release tension there. Relax the glutes. Soften the fronts and backs of your thighs. Breathe. Relax the knees and release any tension from the calves. Relax the ankles and tops and bottoms of your feet. Breathe into your toes. Just soften here and settle, melting a little more and more into the shape. Finding stillness in the body. Finding stillness in the mind. Last few breaths here. See if you can let go a little more. Keeping the eyes closed, gently put weight into the hands. You're going to slowly and deliberately reverse your way out. Take your time. There's no rush. Just noticing, observing the sensations as you come up. You are fully upright. Hands come to the outsides of the knees. You're going to gently guide the knees back together. Staying right here if it feels good. You can windshield wiper the legs if you like, or extend the legs long if it feels good. Again, just honoring what feels right to you. Next, we're going to move into half butterfly. So we're going to keep the left leg long. We're going to bring it out to the side. We're going to bring the right foot to the inner left thigh. And again, adjusting the seat if you need to. So you have two options here. You can center yourself over your left leg and reach forward. If that's too intense or it doesn't quite feel right, totally okay. You're going to just walk your hands out in front. So just noticing the sensations, trying either version, noticing what feels good. And here again, if you're really tight, you might want to use those props underneath the bent leg, whatever you need to do to feel comfortable here. So find if you're going to melt forward or over your left leg. Close down the eyes, make the adjustments that you need, and just start to melt forward. Again, looking for that first edge, just looking for a little bit of sensation. If you're feeling it, you're doing it. Calm breath in, calm breath out through the nose. And notice where you are experiencing sensation today. And again, we're going to check in with the body, noticing where you're holding on, or you could be letting go. Bring your focus to the muscles in your face and allow them to soften. No tension in the head. Let the tongue come down from the roof of your mouth. Soften in through the neck. Check in with the shoulders. Let them melt down even more. Let the spine round. Breathe into the chest and let it be heavy. Melting forward. Check in with the abdomen. No tension there. Send the breath into the hips. Allow them to soften. Relax glutes. And breathe down the fronts and backs of your thighs. Soften into the knees. Relax calf muscles. Check in with the ankles. Nice and relaxed there. Soften through the tops and bottoms of your feet and breathe into your toes. Letting go a little more and more. Noticing if you can melt forward. Readjusting if you need to, and just noticing if your edge has changed. Nice, calm breath. Calm mind. Calm body. Just letting go. Last few breaths on this side. Settling into your final edge. And breathe. Gently again, weight in the hands. Support yourself up. Move slowly. Reversing your way out. Noticing the sensations as you come out of this side. Releasing the right leg. Extending it out long and now bending up the left. Bringing the left foot to the inner right thigh. adjusting your seat if you need, and again, noticing which variation you need here. Either centering yourself over the right leg or extending forward and noticing one side of the body likely feels a little different than the other. So here I can even feel this leg wants to sit up a whole lot higher. I've got different tension on this side. So if you're needing to, utilizing that prop, noticing which variation you're going to go into, close down the eyes and just start to melt forward. Looking for your first edge. And again, shifting the body if you need to, finding what is comfortable for you. Making sure here that your body feels safe and supported to let go. Dissolving the tension in the muscles. Accessing the deeper connective tissue. Releasing and just letting go of whatever here no longer serves you. And breathe. Again, circling back once again, noticing where you're holding on to tension that's not serving you today. Come back, bring your focus to the muscles in your head, in your face. See if you can soften them even more. Notice if you're holding tension in your jaw, let it go. Breathe into the neck, let the shoulders come down from your ears. Good. Arms nice and soft, breathe into the elbows. Soften forearms and wrists. Relax your hands right into your fingertips. Breathe into the chest. Let your spine round, just melting forward more and more. Release through the abdomen. Breathe into the hips. Check in with the glutes, keep them soft. No tension in the fronts and backs of the thighs. Breathe into the knees, relax the calves. Soften the ankles, no tension, tops, bottoms of your feet. Send the breath to your toes. And just melt here a little more. Last few breaths on this side. See if you can surrender here and just let go. A little bit of weight into the hands. And again, taking your time, reversing your way up and honoring your body. Releasing the legs and extending them out here. You might want to take a little bit of movement, a wiggle, a shake, or stay still. Just notice what feels good. It can be nice right now. We are going to do one more forward fold, but before that, hands can be out behind you. Drop the head back, lift the chest, little counter stretch. And next we're going to move into dragonfly. So we're gonna open up the legs as comfortable as is for you. If you're able to open up into the splits, fabulous, but just finding what works. Again, we wanna make sure there's no tension in the thighs. Adjusting the seat. Making sure everything nice and soft in the low body and just starting to walk the hands forward. And just noticing right here where you feel that first little bit of a tug, little bit of sensation. Closing down the eyes, melting forward. And noticing where you're experiencing sensation here. might want to engage the thighs and the glutes tight and let them go, making sure that the low body is soft. Let the chest be heavy, let go of tension. In the neck, you might just want to let the head hang. Allowing the body here to open. Nice calm breath in and out through the nose. Checking in here, noticing the mind. Have you gotten caught up in busyness and distraction? Totally okay if you have. Come back to this moment, reconnect with your breath. If you set an intention or have a word or a mantra, it can be a nice time to use it here. And breathe, letting go more and more with each exhale. Last few breaths, letting go a little more. A little bit of weight in the hands. Take your time, reversing up slowly, 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 taking the time you need. When you are fully upright, bringing the legs back together. Being in stillness again if it feels good. A little bit of movement if you like. And again, coming in to that counter stretch if you like, dropping the head back, lifting the chest. And when you're ready, we're going to move in to child's pose. So for child's pose today, know that you can have the knees together. Open up the knees wide. If it feels good, arms can be extended out in front of you. If you'd like to, you can tuck the arms in by your sides. And again, just notice what feels good to you today. Honoring your body, your practice. So finding your variation. Forehead melts down to the floor. And breathe. So adjusting as you need to here, noticing what you might need, utilizing a prop for maybe underneath the forehead. If you need extra cushion under the knees, totally okay. If sitting back hurts the joints, you can always take one of the towels on either side, using to cushion under the legs. Again, you want to be comfortable here, creating that gentle sensation. If your arms are extended out long today, making sure no tension, you're not pulling. Finding the rhythm of your breath and letting go a little more and more. So taking some time here on your own to scan your body, Notice where you're experiencing tension. Breathing into those spaces in the body, allowing them to soften, allowing yourself to let go. Just soften and settle, melting a little more here. Nearing the end of our time in this shape, see if you can let go more. Slowly start to shift yourself forward, moving any of your props out of the way, bringing the knees back together if you have them wide apart. We're going to come all the way down onto our tummies. We're going to move into Sphinx pose. So elbows right underneath the shoulders, palms face down. Feet can be closer together, they can be wider apart, but what I want you to make sure here is that the glutes are soft. There's no engagement in the fronts, the backs of the thighs. We're not totally collapsing forward, so roll the shoulders down and back. We're creating nice gentle compression in the lower spine. So here you can keep your head lifted if it serves you. If you would like, still keeping the chest open, but you can release head down. Again, just checking in, making sure no tension in the glutes, in the thighs, in the calves, even all the way to your feet. And just breathe into that nice gentle compression you're creating in the low spine. We won't be here for too terribly long, so settle in to stillness. Calm breath. Eyes closed. Focus inward. Breathe. Again, checking in with the mind. Reconnecting with your word, your intention, your mantra. Allow yourself to be present in your practice today. We're going to shift into seal. If seal doesn't feel good, come right back down into Sphinx. We're going to push into the hands. We're going to lock the elbows. I want you to lift your chest, still keeping the glutes soft. No engagement in the fronts, the backs of the thighs. Just creating a little more intense compression in the low spine. Lifting through the chest, eyes can stay closed. Really focusing on the sensation here. We won't be here long. Breathe. And again, if it's too much up in seal, come down to Sphinx. No problem, still getting that lovely compression. A few more breaths here. Slowly lower down into Sphinx if you're not there already. I'm going to get you to stack your palms down, rest your forehead. And just take a couple of breaths here. We're gonna slowly make our way to tabletop. So hips right over top of the knees, hands underneath your shoulders. We're just gonna move through a couple of cat and cows here. So finding your rhythm, your breath. Pulling belly button into the spine, letting the head hang. Releasing the abdomen, looking up to the ceiling, the sky. Keeping the eyes closed and moving with your breath. Go through 2 more of each on your own here. When you're done, just coming back to tabletop. We're going to move next into a bit of a forearm stretch, so you can stay where you're at. I'm just going to angle myself so you can see. You're going to flip your palms around so that your fingertips face your knees. If kneeling down isn't comfortable, this is an opportunity to place towels, cushions under the knees. We're going to stay here, and you're just going to sit back until you feel stretch in the forearms. Again, we won't be here long. Close the eyes and find your edge, not forcing here. Calm breath. This might be a nice time again to reconnect with your mantra, your intention, your word. Check in with your breath, nice and calm. Almost done here. A few more calm breaths. I want you to slowly, even slower than you want to, lift the hips and release. Posture, slowly walking the hands, turning them back around, getting back onto your heels if you like. Take just a few rolls into the wrist, releasing here. So next, you're going to want to utilize props, likely block if you like. Cushion, rolled up towel if you need to. We're gonna go into saddle. So we're going to sit, kneel down, and again, if kneel down is not comfortable, propping up the knees underneath or in behind. You wanna make sure you're comfortable here. We want the feet to be as straight as you can. We're working to open into the ankles, and you're gonna sit back. This is not accessible, so we're gonna use a prop as well. Sitting back, supporting the hips, and having the hips be as high as you need. If you're really tight in the low body, already you're going to be experiencing sensation here. We want to make sure, again, that it's gentle sensation. If you're here, you have the mobility, you can start to lean back. Know that if you're fully upright and you're experiencing sensation, where you're at is perfect for you. If you are able to, it still feels good, doesn't feel overwhelming, we're going to start to reverse back, coming back to where is comfortable, reversing all the way back. If that is in your practice, if your body is willing and able. Finding your sweet spot. Utilizing the props as you need to. And again, feeling that nice, gentle sensation. Calm breath. And letting go a little bit more and more here. Again, we won't be here for too long, but notice where in your body you're feeling this. Notice where there's sensation. Notice where you're feeling tension. Allowing yourself to let go. And once again, surrendering into this shape. Last few breaths here. So, starting to reverse your way out, putting weight into the hands, coming up slowly, moving any props out of the way. And we're going to come all the way down onto our backs for the latter portion of our practice today. So taking some time here, just laying out on your back, close the eyes, and check in with how you feel. We're going to move next into happy baby. You're going to bend up the knees, and you're going to get what is accessible for you. Outside edges of the feet, if that works. You can hook onto the big toe. First, second finger, if that works for you. Holding on to the backs of the calves, if that's what you can go for today. Again, just finding what feels good to you. Tuck the chin slightly. We're going to lengthen the back of the neck, close down the eyes, and just start with, you can rock side to side, keeping the knees open as wide as you can. Really opening into the hips here. By rocking side to side, giving the low spine just a little bit of a massage. And whenever you're ready here, you're going to settle into stillness. With the eyes closed, breathing into the tension you feel in your body, allowing it to soften, dissolving it, letting it go. We are using some hand, some arm strength, but just making sure there's no tension in the neck or the shoulders. You're not clenching your jaw. And that your low body is as soft as it can be here. If at any point happy baby does not feel happy, it becomes a little bit overwhelming, you're certainly welcome to take a break. So taking a break might look like bringing the soles of the feet in together, taking a few breaths, or just giving yourself a big hug, knees to chest. And then when you're ready, moving back into your expression of the posture. Always listening to your body. And again, just looking for that gentle sensation. Approaching our last few breaths here. Feet or the calves, hugging the knees into the chest, rocking side to side if it feels good here. And we're going to move into our final posture, reclined twist, so keeping the knees in towards the chest. You're going to drop the knees down into the right, stacking your hips and stacking your knees as best you can. If you need props for this one, totally okay. Very, very normal to need to prop up underneath the right knee or in between the knees if there's a big gap here. We want to ease into this, tucking the hip under as much as you can, finding a comfortable position for the low body and opening through the upper body. You want to make sure shoulders and elbows are relaxed onto the floor. Finding what that needs to look like to feel comfortable for you. Gently look over the left shoulder. Close down the eyes and breathe. Adjusting if you need. And just surrendering into this shape. Coming back to your intention, your word, or your mantra. Checking in, making sure that you're present. Calm breath in and out through the nose, just letting go. Soften and settle. Last few breaths on this side. Letting go a little more. Slowly making your way back to center. Hugging the knees into the chest and rocking side to side again if it feels good. And then when you're ready, bring your knees now down into the left. Tucking the left hip under. Stacking hips and stacking knees as best as you can. And again, utilizing the props here if you need to, noticing one side of the body likely gonna feel a little different than the other. Opening again through the upper body, checking in and making sure elbows and shoulders relaxed onto the floor. Looking over your right shoulder, make any adjustments that you need. Close down the eyes and calm. Recline twist, such a great way to end the practice. Any kind of spine twist, so good. Settle in and connect to the rhythm of your breath. breath. Allowing yourself to let go of anything now that's not serving you. Allowing yourself to be present and connected to your practice, finding your stillness. Last few breaths on this side. Slowly making your way back to center. Hugging your knees into your chest again, rocking side to side if it feels good. Take a moment now, take any last movements that you feel that you need before settling into final savasana, our final resting pose. Find a comfortable position for your body. Close the eyes. Settle into stillness. Allow yourself to let go. Relax the top of your head, the back of your head, and your forehead. Relax the space between your eyes. Relax your eyes. Soften the cheeks. Let the tongue come down from the roof of your mouth. Relax your jaw. Soften into the throat. Let go of tension in the neck and let the shoulders melt down. Breathe relaxation into the arms and elbows. Soften forearms and wrists. Breathe into the hands. Soften all the way to your fingertips. Take a deep breath into the chest and let it go. Soften into the abdomen. Relax your hips. Release tension from the glutes. And breathe down the fronts and backs of the thighs. Let them be heavy. Let them be soft. Soften the knees and relax the calves. Breathe into the ankles and release through the tops and bottoms of your feet, all the way to the tips of your toes. Relax. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Begin to bring more and more movement back into the body. Wrist, ankle circles. Keeping the eyes closed though, slowly make your way to a seated position. Nice long spine. And check in with how you feel. Settle back into the body and reconnect with your intention, your word, or your mantra if you like. Bring the hands to heart center if that feels right for you. Sealing in your practice, slowly opening the eyes. Thank you for taking time for you on your mat, in your space, slowing down, reconnecting with your body and your breath, doing something so good for you, and choosing to do that with me means a lot. Please continue to let me know what it is that you need from your practice, for your body, for your mind. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you're at.